Riven is back, and the Guardians need her to fulfill one last wish, Savathun's wish. The Guardian enters the Dreaming City, guided by Mara, Crow, and Petra to find the body of Riven and begin the ritual. Upon enacting the wish at the Wish Wall, Riven disagrees. So today we recap Week 1 story from Season of the Wish. In the Dreaming City, the Techians begin to conjure Riven's spirit so the wish can be made, Savathun's wish, which we learned from last season from her wings. Unfortunately, the sole divisive, those Vex that follow the darkness and the Witness, have made their way in. In the Dreaming City, Petra and Crow guide our Guardian to Riven's corpse. We fight Vex and break their barriers along the way.
A good start, but there are more Vex gathered around Riven's remains. The Techians need a fragment of those remains to cast their spell.
A spell to conjure Riven's spirit. Are you sure about this, Petra?
I'm sure that I trust my queen's judgment.
Upon finding Riven, we take a tooth from her corpse, which the Techians need for this ritual. Once we present it to them, they conjure Riven's spirit, and we are teleported to the Wish Wall to input Savathun's wish, the pattern that was on her wings. Marasov speaks to Riven's spirit and explains the situation, complete this last wish from Savathun, but Riven disagrees.
To visit Riven's corpse. A shame I wasn't around to see the killing blow.
We never should have done it. She set a trap and I walked right into it. My desire for vengeance blinded me to her schemes.
Yeah, I know the feeling. Whatever they're doing, you'd better put a stop to it.
That's the last of them. Retrieve the fragment and bring it to the chamber. I'll hail Queen Mara.
Well done, Guardian. Deliver what my Techians require, and they will open a portal to the Wall of Wishes as they begin to conjure Riven. Your deep sight will reveal Savathun's wish. Once Riven grants it, we can at last pursue the Witness. Hear me, Riven. Savathun's final wish, inscribed in secrecy, has been invoked by the Guardian. Grant it now, and feast upon the difference between desire and reality.
Such a long slumber. Such a rude awakening. Grant the Witch Queen's final wish, you say? I refuse.
Leave us.
Queen Mara, what a joyous reunion.
For what reason do you refuse to grant the wish?
Why would I, O Majesty mine? Lest you forget, I am dead, as are the rest of my kind. The Vanguard made sure of it. I need no reason to refuse your wish, only a reason to grant it. What could you possibly offer to entice my cooperation? It wasn't enough for your champions to slay me, but then you saw to the destruction of all my eggs. Well, not all of them.
Like the one in Savathun's spire.
One of many, hidden within my lair, away from your vengeful eyes. But if you were to secure them on my behalf, then you would also secure your heart's desire.
And ensure that the Ahamkara live to terrorize us once again. Very well, Riven. We have struck a bargain.
Why would she grant a wish for the Vanguard and Guardian who've betrayed her in the past? She wants a reason to grant the wish, something she could get out of the wish, so Mara strikes a deal. Riven was killed by the Guardians, so what remains here is a spirit of Riven, kind of like a ghost. Mara explains it in the new activity.
How does it work anyway? Raising the ghost. Spirit.
Ahamkara are an anomaly unto themselves, a warp in the fabric of reality. In death, their stamp lingers upon the world. It is a matter of drawing the essence of what remains into a coalescence of her original form. Powerful, but still diminished.
And perfectly harmless.
Scattered throughout the secret lair of Riven are uncorrupted eggs from her clutch. If we find them and return them to her over the season, she'll grant us this one last wish.
I knew there would be a cost in bargaining with Riven. I did not intend it to be a cost we kept paying all these years later. But now, the Witch Queen's scrolls have confirmed my greatest fear. The curse on the Dreaming City cannot be undone. I've pored over 1,000 possibilities, but the Corsair souls trapped there remain. I won't give up on them. Even with the curse in place, there must be a way to bring my people home. A task for tomorrow, perhaps. All this pain Riven has inflicted, and still we're beholden to her. There must be alternatives to restoring her clutch. The resurgence of the Ahamkara now, taken or not, could be disastrous. The Reef and the last city went to war to stop them before. For now, above all else, we must pursue the witness. I need an operative to finish this bargain with Riven. Force her to enact the final wish. So while I ponder countermeasures, you do what you do best. Carve a path.
Greetings, O guardian mine. I always knew we could work together. I speak to you now with my true voice. Consider it a sign of trust. The need for deceit has passed. My corporeal death freed me from the Taken curse. My bargain with their king has expired. These Techians strain themselves to conjure my essence. They cannot do so forever. Savathun's wish will be the last I grant. Mara has made clear the terms of our agreement. Retrieve my last clutch of uncorrupted eggs, and I will uphold my end of the bargain. Obviously, I cannot gather the eggs myself. Instead, I will guide you to them through the holes of my former lair. And beware, Guardian. You may find it a place most unwelcoming.
In the first mission, Apophysis, we head in and look for the first egg. The Vex of the Soul Divisive are of course here and are searching for the same thing we are for unknown reasons, perhaps just to stop us from following the witness or something else. In the final boss room near the chest, the egg is not there. Riven gets angry at Queen Mara.
There's nothing here.
Deceiver! Where have you taken them?
I did not know of your clutch, Riven. This is not my doing.
When the amusement fades, remember, the terms of our agreement are unyielding.
Petra, gather the Techians. If these eggs do exist, we must find them. Quickly.
At once, my queen.
Petra tells us that Riven's clutch has dispersed across the Ascendant realm and ley lines. The Techians don't know how this happened, but thanks to their magics and the Guardian's knowledge from the realm back in Season of the Lost, we'll be able to locate some of them. It'll just take time. The Guardian heads back into the Blind Well and completes tiers to reroute the ley lines through Riven's lair. Maybe then we can find the egg. And with those ley lines adjusted, we head back into the lair and search for the first egg in the Polysemi mission. After maneuvering through traps and obstacles and then defeating a soul-divisive Hydra, it works. The Techians led us to Riven's first egg.
You know my conditions. Secure every egg, or the bargain is forfeit.
Savathun knew of the clutch. Did she scatter the eggs on your behalf, or you hers?
I bear no loyalty to the Witch Queen.
You've shared common cause with her often enough.
As have you? Isn't that why you're here?
The Vex have dug in here at the gardens. I never thought I'd see them in the Dreaming City.
The Soul Divisive are devoted to the Witness. They are here at its behest. To what purpose, I don't yet know. The Taken run rampant, leaderless. It seems the Vex wants them contained as well.
These pathways, do they extend beyond the Dreaming City?
I never escaped the city. I see no reason you should. Ah, still, when the walls close in, what is there to do but climb?
That Hydra. I sense a core of darkness at its heart. The creature serves as the Witness's eyes and ears. Destroy it, and we may yet obscure our intentions.
The Techians were right. We did it.
Riven isn't the last after all.
If only for the moment. You may yet shatter that truth. It pleases me to know that one egg survives. To know, even in death. A promising start, O guardian mine. Or is it merely bait on the hook?
Back at the helm, Mara and Osiris speak about Riven and this plan. Mara asks Osiris about the veil. Osiris knows how the portal was opened, but not how to replicate it and follow. He knows it must involve our ghost though in some type of connection, creating this path like the Witness did with dark and light. Mara of course doesn't trust Riven, in the same way around Riven doesn't trust Mara, but we must act and follow this journey. For now, the Guardian must continue to charm the dragon and proceed with caution. Riven speaks about this, how both Mara and Riven are tricksters and know how to play the game of bargaining. She has one egg, but we must wait for the others to drift across the ley lines.
Tell me, Guardian, does helping Riven sit with you as it does me? She is a blade held in our hand, held too tightly, or trusted not to slip, and it will draw blood.
Airing your concerns to the Guardian as well. Doubt is a useful tool, Queen Mara. But double-edged, is it not?
This wish was crafted by Savathun. Riven cannot be trusted with it. Has the Veil offered any answers?
My study has yielded many interesting curiosities. I understand how the Witness opened the Traveler, but not yet how to replicate it. I need more time.
I wish we had more, if you'll pardon the phrase. Time would allow me to insulate us from Riven's ulterior motives. But we've left the witness undisturbed for too long. We must act.
Risk is a thing I've learned should be managed, not provoked.
Riven is risk incarnate.
To follow the witness, I must reconstruct the bridge it forged through the Guardian's ghost. But the Veil is not a docile subject. Abuse it, and a similar fate suffered by the Dreaming City could repeat on New Muna.
So we bide our time, while you seek an answer. Until then, we have a dragon to charm.
Back from scheming with Mara, are you? Fear not, O guardian mine. I hold no contempt for those who prepare contingencies. In fact, that is what I respect most about Mara. She is wise not to trust me, as I have never trusted her. For ages, Awoken and Ahamkara were both allies and adversaries, each seeking to extract a victory from the other. That is the nature of all bargains, to relinquish as little as possible, while securing all you desire. Our bargain is no different. It is not built on trust, but on the knowledge that upholding it will benefit us both. And that breaking it will result in more suffering than you can imagine. We must wait for another egg to drift across the ley lines and re-enter our reality. Continue securing my lair until then. Those who now trespass within it have nothing to bargain with, and are thus of no use to me. You would do well to keep that in mind.
In the terminal, Osiris and Crow speak about Savathun and these recent events. They also offer each other some advice.
I understand your concern, but if we cannot rely upon the Veil, the Ahamkara is our only option.
Even if it was Savathun who pointed us at Riven in the first place?
The witness is our priority. We've dealt with Savathun and Riven in the past.
And now Savathun is free and Riven is toying with us. I won't end up as a puppet again.
Nor I.
Sorry, I didn't mean...
I fear it too. The experience of watching your body perform a series of actions you would never condone. Of that terrible regret. But that fear won't stop me. Just as I know it won't stop you.
Was any of it real? All that advice Savathun gave me while she pretended to be you.
At the time Aldrin began his campaign against the Reef, he was already suffering from the Black Garden's corruption. Riven must have found him an easy victim. One could argue he wasn't fully in command of his decisions. All the same, the impact of those decisions was very real. So, let me ask you this. Did I give you good advice?
Life-changing.
Then hold on to it.
So that's the main summary for this week. We bring back a spirit or ghost-like version of Riven, and in order to grant this last wish from Savathun's wings, she wants us to recover eggs from her clutch. We head in search for the egg, but at first we don't find it. The Techians assist us in altering the ley lines and reroute them through Riven's lair to reveal the first egg. Along the way we encounter taken and soul divisive enemies, I believe some Scorn as well. Now the soul divisive is kind of important. At first, as you saw in that mission with that Hydra, it would seem the witness was spying through some of these forces. With some dialogue and lore released yesterday as well, we know the Witness is basically trapped off from our current universe, or wherever we are. It can't enact orders and take things out physically, it needs someone else to do it for it, so if we take out those Vex like the Soul Divisive, things will be fine for now. There's new veil containment audio if you haven't heard it yet, but in that, which I'm going to make another video on, Osiris speaks about this, that now is the time to make a plan because the Witness can't do anything. Anyway, Guardians, that's all we got for today's video. There is a new lore entry as well that goes along with this quest that deals with Lord Saladin and what he's been sort of working on with the Cabal. I'm sure we'll get into that sometime soon as well. If you'd like to see some more Destiny lore and mysteries just like this video, please be sure to subscribe to the channel. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next video.